Oh, wow. Come on. Alrighty. 7:20. I was in queue at 5 o'clock and it had 3,000K. 30,000K. That makes freaking total English right there. English! 3,000 in queue. And yeah, I was in there until like just 15 minutes ago. I just got out of it and got in. Even though I was number one in the queue, I was like, oh no. And not to mention, I popped in around like 900 on because I got booted up with the 2002 error. And I was like, dude, this is more than 10 minutes. I'm number one in the queue. And I kept on beep, boop, beep, boop. I'm like, get me in because I'm literally at the door. So, a little something different this time. I'm going to do the tank roll quest since I hit level 90 on my Paladin. So, might as well get out of the way. And I have some pizza bagels. Air fryer, amazing thing. Put 7 minutes for 380 or around there. You're good to go. Not too crispy, not too soft. Good stuff. I have yet to have a frozen one in the middle yet. I'm waiting for that. Oh. Of course, you know. Well, and the PS5 has to do that, but so a little something different. Must be a roll quest. See what's going on with these blasphemies. Keeper of the Twine Serpents is eager to resume the hunt, so we're going back to the main tree. But I follow up on every report concerning Gampier. It's funny, Gampier, as in like Odin's name. It's funny. Just that near. Yeah. Even those that beget our belief, the most promising suggests that the blasphemy is currently stalking the South Shroud. We are to proceed there at once, and there's no time when it'll strike again. The Elder Caesar is already en route to Rooslack. Let's not keep her waiting. But we're... Okay. Strange how the portrait is showing the main tree. Maybe it's gonna actually show us some truth in this. Like how our fucking world's fucked up more than we thought it was before this whole shit went down. Maybe it's showing us truth. Of course, one of my free company members is now up to the story arc where I am at. No sign of the beats yet, thankfully. A single glimpse of Gampier might send people running, and we will hard pressed to restore order. Yeah, that would be bad. Ray's gone. As luck would have it, my sister Rayo frequents Campo Tranquil. We will do well to meet her first, or she might have knowledge of that may aid us in our search. Okay. It's been too long, Rayo. Kenny was afraid to search for my force-year arrival. With that, this reunion was under more joyous circumstances. Starting to see her join at the bear A12 as well. Unfortunately, Gepir's poison cannot be cured by any healing force known to us. I'm sure you already learned. Nevertheless, I have faith that together we'll find a way to defeat it. I wonder if this is going to be a reference to the White Mage, because she's like, oh, you're a White Mage, but you're tanking for us for now. Every moment is crucial, so let's dispense with her pleasantries. Have you received word of Gempir's whereabouts? I have. I recently ambushed a poor traveler who succumbed to his wounds soon thereafter. A traffic increasingly common in the town. No others than camp travelers come to harm, but some claim they feel a presence in distant trees, staring at them with malicious intensity. They struggle to find the courage to venture beyond the safety of the camp. While its victims exhibit symptoms reminiscent of the creeping death, Gepir's corruption seems to only affect those who have been assaulted by the blasphemy itself. We have yet to confirm a single instance is spread from one individual to another. That's somewhat reassuring, but it provides little comfort to the people here, I think. If Gepir comes, any defense of your mountain will come at a great cost. Those who fall wounded will invariably die. I'm at a loss, and the people under my care can see it. They grow tense and bickering among themselves. Some accuse me of standing idly while this monster roams free, as if I'm not doing anything at all I can. I apologize. Would I come to you sooner? Would there be more I could offer you? Man, they gotta send something. I am mentally cry out for succor as late as the people do. This I know. How you feel, honey. The Emperor poses a threat to all life in its cosmos, and as such, we must face it as one. Their strength has waned since the calamity, and I am reluctant to impose upon them. Nay, as Seaseers, it is our duty to first expand every option available to us, and spare them further distress. Once we have laid low the blasphemy, the elements will be at peace. Well then, how do you propose we go about that? First, let me speak with the people here, and assure them they'll be, well, condowning as resolved to weather the storm remain steadfast. No road is closed to those true of heart. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised they begin with earnest and heartfelt appeal. For my part, I shall reach out perhaps together we can find a way to offer similar comfort to the elementals. I have no doubt we'll require their assistance in days ahead. Thank you, sister. May the 12 watch over and keep you both. In each of your company, the presence of a story hero will surely leak credits to my claims that the people's difficulties will soon be at hand. While you tend to that, I should gather what information I can from the 12 wood dwellers stationed there. Pray look at me at the cab proper when you have finished. This thing looks like when I actually do encounter it. If we're convinced that people need to not live in fear of Gempir, then my words might be insufficient. I do not comfort myself as I impose fear. I'm blessed with mortal prowess, to say the least. You, on the other hand, are known as Peerless Warrior, who has triumphed in countless trials. Simply looking into your features fills me with confidence that this crisis too shall pass. Pray you stay at my side, that we speak with my joy by your presence. Ah, she's gonna accompany me. Hey, kinda. President may to go about their lives as normal. There isn't a single tension in there every minute. You must do it with their minds at ease. Caesar is sitting pretty with their guard and finery. What do they care if bestias around muck? They'll be fine. That's why they're doing nothing while it hunts us. We the fools to trust our lives to those who don't care a whit. Alright, past time we went south. At least in old Dow, they don't pretend to look out for the common man. Ouch. Listen, I was just, you've been busted, buddy. You're under arrest for being an asshole. I promise you that we will spare no effort in our hunt for Gunpure. However, it will take time and more may suffer before the beast is laid low. That's not really assuring things. Nevertheless, place your faith in me only for a little longer. I love the Tweleswood and her people with all my heart, and I will not let our enemy torment us forever. I understand. Man's gonna give voice to his worries from time to time, eh? I feel like an asshole right now. That's because you are. Nothing I want less than a bed in my home. I'll stick around for now. Yeah, you fucking. Yeah. Do I have to show my little shiny sword? Because that's what I have to do. A single scratch is enough to spell one's doom, they said. Nothing but to wait to death to come. Now, how can we face a beast like that? Do not give in to despair, my friend. No, I will do all my power to see us through this crisis. Hold fast to hope and encourage others to do so as well. I'll try, Elder Seer. I'll try. I know that you place yourself at risk, leaving the safety of the city and coming here means a lot to me and mine. I'll stay close to the whalers and pray news that you're trying to reach us soon. Thank you. I promise that it will not be long. Oh, I can't wait to fucking try my Ishcard one. I saw it. I could imagine a beast stuck in the woods with horns the size of my leg. What? Stop it from coming here and defeat its belly. Emperor will do no such thing, I swear. I shall see it personally that the blasphemy does not come with it mountain in this village. Keep heart, for brighter days lay ahead of us. Truly, Elder Caesar? Perhaps I'll let my imagination get the better of me. You're big in all these dark times. I pray you restore peace soon. I shall, you be certain. Oh, you will be. Oh. Will that be all for now, Elder Caesar? Well, I have done what I can quell the unrest, but as long as Gunpure lives, there will never be peace. Sometimes simply leaning the ear does wonders, as must be the case for the elementals. Do you doubt your chosen course? Kind of gonna press that matter. Indeed, you're correct. Today was a welcome reminder of that truth, and an important step on our journey. Maybe I should visit the settlements more often. That was some here thinking me as distant as the elementals. So I really do see me in the outer reaches. Yeah, certainly served me merrily as protectors thus far, for what I'm grateful. Until we have found in Lake Gunpure low, I must continue to impose you upon your goodwill. Says no impulsion, Elder Caesar. You saved me on the killing fields of Cartano. My life is yours, now and always. Your life is own to command, but I thank you for your words and your conviction, which fills me with the confidence that the path we walk is true. Even that path takes us far afield. Did I tell you that when I was a young student, I would often steal into the woods with a dear friend of mine, much to the encouragement of our teacher? Deep down, I suspect there is still part of me that yearns to wonder where I should not. One of her same friends, the one who got transformed. Uh-oh. Sir, we got a blasphemy. That is it, we're from the border. We got ourselves a right bloody mess, by the sound of it. What has happened? Per your earlier instructions, the whalers closed the roads to travel all while we scout woods for signs of danger, but now a group of locals are demanding to be let through into Dalian. They are terrified by the sound and screaming about creeping death and God's what no one else. Despair grips their hearts. If it consumes the holy, then we might have more blasphemies to contend with. I'll speak with them, while rumors fuel their panic, and with truth and compassion I will convince them of such reason and return to their homes. Maybe anyone can, it's yours, Elder Caesar. We're doing our best to keep them calm for now, but my man's words paint a grim picture. I pray you make your way to the bar as quickly as you can. It's not good. What do you mean, mage? We're the only ones online at the moment. It's good we arrived one day later when my head went with a bloodier sight. People are indeed terrified. I must take care of my motives. We're going through it whether you like it or not. Stop wasting time. Oh boy. That's true, damn you. We're standing here while the creeping death nips at our heels. You're telling us to die. Those rumors are false. The elder seers here have sent word that the creeping death is not responsible for the recent incidents. You must have surrendered to panic. Return to your homes while we deal with the threat, and pay no heed of baseless stories. Stories? Stories? I've seen the dead with my own eyes. Don't tell me what is and isn't true. Oh boy. Hearken to me, my friends. I come before you and I will assure you that the creeping death has not returned. Only those who have been wounded by a Gimper are in danger, and so I beseech you to take shelter in your homes until the threat has passed. Oh, shit. Gimper, the beast I saw in the woods? We have to run. It could have fooled us. You saw him? Where? Not far from here. Those glistering horns, those terrible chains, reaching out to drag you down to the seventh hell. Meanwhile, an 8-man dungeon that's coming out in 3 weeks. What? Oh, yeah, seventh house, yes. You will know pain. Meanwhile, Brea. We ran and never looked back. But don't worry. If it didn't catch any of us, no one's marked. See? That means we're safe, right? But say we weren't fast enough. What then? If horns or claws are where the poison resides, even a scratch would cause for concern. Uh-oh. Even a little scratch. Then it's too late for me? Is that why my body feels like it's on fire? You told me the branches tripped you up. He said that's how it happened. He said. Oh, heavenly wind, skies the font of strength we may drink it from and may hold. I don't feel any better. Do it again. Do it again. It hurts. Help me. Conjuring has no effect. There can be no mistake. This is Gumpier's doing. Even so, I ask you to do not lose heart. Stay strong. If we're to surrender to fear, the beast has already won. No, I don't want to die. Please, help me. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Get back! He said it wasn't. Why? Why? Oh, fuck. Liars! Liars, all of you! None of us is safe! None of us! Ah! God! Fucking damn it! The spirit may manifest 12 per vid. Is there nothing we can done to these poor souls? No. There's nothing. There's not a glimpse of them. I like the tempered. Not about one thing. I know. I must slam the rest. Contain the threat. Fucking idiot. We'll keep these people safe. This can't be. This isn't real. What are these monstrosities? They're the ones beyond saving, but we can end their suffering. So this is the face of the final days. Yep. Hey, it'd be nice, I can't. This is the problem about the servers now, because I am having command lockouts. Fucking nulls. It's weird. It's like, I'm here, but I'm not here. My commands are fucking deadlocked. Like, right now, I can't use my Spirits Within ability. For some reason, the game is saying I'm not in range. They are at peace. I come to this. I was powerless to prevent it. Delhi good, Elder Caesar. Is this what we're going to happiness? Is there no hope? Oh, God damn it, people. What you witnessed was the fate of those who fall into deepest despair. It feeds upon grief and anguish, and is more deadly than Gempure itself. But as I swore to that we shall defeat the blasphemy that haunts our homeland, so too I swear that despair will not be the end of us. Keep the faith and look to the horizons, if our brighter days will come. As you say, Elder Caesar, as you say. Gempure is not here, so you're free to return your homes, but I urge you to take care on the path back. We will, Elder Caesar. The storm has passed, but darker tempest whirls in the distance. As long as the specter of despair looms, people were struggling to take any words of comfort to heart. We'll see more tragedies like this. The elementals, too, cry out for a solution. The longer we struggle to resolve this crisis, the more innocent lives we put at risk. Rayo said we'll need to return the elementals' assistance, and I know now that she was right. So I'll seek audience with the Great One. However, their preparations must tend first. I shall make the proper oblations of the locust stand. Pray return to Elder's Nest and await my summons. Yeah, this is 86. We gotta have... So, I'm at an impasse because my Summoner Scholar is at 88. Maybe 10% in the bar, when it looks at. My Paladin's maxed out. It's like at the moment, I think I'm going to finish off for Endwalker up to like 90 to actually go through the quest line and get the XP off of that. But my other jobs... I want to live up Bard next, honestly. But also Ninja, too. But I don't know. I got too many jobs I gotta level. I want to go by each role quest line. By our best efforts, we have been able to prevent further loss of life. I foresee even greater hardships ahead. As we press on, we must forget the words of the Elder Caesar. We must strive to maintain Undone in the face of despair. She's prepared for her communion with the Great One. When the time is right, she'll call us bombs, so until then, my friends, stay strong. Gift Undead. The situation has worsened since last we spoke. Gempure grows bolder in his attacks, and the contours are spread thin in efforts to attain the victims. Moreover, we're no closer to finding means to counteract that blasphemy's poison. With no choice but to wait until death claims them, some are overwhelmed with hopelessness, becoming mad beasts that lash out at their former countrymen. Such tragedies all too easily beget further tragedy, as bereaved loved ones in turn overcome and share the same horror fate. The people speak of these incidents in hushed whispers, afraid that a moment a monster will appear within their midst. There's no cure. We just gotta fucking stop people. But the cure, the thing is, the poison is what's causing terror. Because everyone knows about the plague.
So we had to kill off the source pretty much.
Indeed, let's hope that their efforts are enlist the aid of elementals are successful in that. Tonight, we may last cleanse the 12s without this evil once and for all.
Urgent news, guy. Emperor has ambushed a party of woodwellers. They're engaged in the blasphemy near the Guardian. Oh, God! Guardian dream where the great once longer accessible ill. As a divine, the Elder Seer's intent is attempting to prevent her from communing with the elementals. But in any event, we cannot take Emperor harm the tree. Elder Seer is a rendezvous at the Sur Head. We leave at once.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Why is it over here? Or is it actually rampaging from our shroud?
Battle arms and armor are strewed across the ground. There is no other trace of man or blasphemy.
I see. I think I know what happened here, though I pray I'm wrong. No, they're dead. Or transformed.
There's no sign of the Willowers save their arms and armor.
Seasoned warriors that were there cast aside their equipment, but here it lies, and I still not see a single body. And face a certain death, even the bravest among us can some come to despair. Before the blasphemous poison took them, they transformed. Gabriel could have not gone far. He might be watching us even now. Be on guard, the air is thick with corruption. If the Woodblowers succumb to a man, then we expect a hard fight. Though I dread the thought of hurting our brave soldiers, we cannot allow the creatures to have become rogue free.
As Swarm Troopers more quickly track down the clawing beast. Once we advance, we will start a group under the burrows of the Guardian tree.
Whoa, he just zipped him. Come on. This is killing me. I don't know what Square did on their end on the servers, but it feels like it's gotten worse for me. See, it's like it's saying I'm not in range, but I'm not in range. This is horrible. Getting a little aggravated with this.
It's like you can see that guy just kind of zoomed in, like a slight little boost all of a sudden. You have late rest of the last of the turn whalers. Reunite with your companions that ever escaped. Oh. Definitely, this is not going to end well. Our work is done then. The loss of so many brave souls is tragic. Now they are at peace, and the guardian tree is safe. Let's take comfort in that. But I pray that the Great One will hear my plea. Do that, and I'll guard your ass. Ah! Hunter Zero, are you hurt? The Great One is filled with fear, all-consuming fear unlike any other I ever felt. It spoke unto me, and its words were a clarion. Drive the evil away, drive the evil away. That's not a good sign when it's fucking saying that. Usually it's like, it gives you cause for concern. No, that was straight fear. It can think of naught else, and so we will not receive the aid we seek. Not until we dispel the thread that claws the force every very heart. No, this was our last hope. We are not alone. There he is. It's a behemoth? Well, there's the chain marks. Well, that's not mistaking you. There can be no mistake. This is the profound beast, the blasphemy that has marred the 12th with despair. Impure. Stay back. It makes for the guardian tree. We must stop it. Holy shit! Fucking powerful to blow her fucking shield away. The poison. You mustn't let it touch you. Such fearsome strength. It's go time, big boy. Wait, what? This is a bad time for an echo! Wait a minute. In accordance with our covenant, we apologize have been blessed by the elementals. From the moment we are chosen, we are bound to act as mediators between man and nature. Did I fucking call it? She talked about her friend. I got a feeling that was gonna be it. The most skilled among us are honored as seasteers, and it's their duty to guide Gordana through times both poor and prosperous. I cannot say which of you will be found more worthy. In my estimation, you both have the potential to become seasteers. Of that, I become more certain by the day. It's nice to see a young Kansana. But I don't want to be a seasteer. I don't want to be a Padre either. I never asked for any of this. Why can't I live a normal life like everyone else? How can I
How come I don't get to grow old? Why was I as cursed with these ugly horns? I like them, and maybe we didn't choose to born in this way, but I don't think it makes us that different from everyone else. You want to re-say that again about the Stormblood White Mage quest? That didn't end well. That did not end well. It's a rare gift, a blessing even. Even if we can use it to help others, then we should. Don't give up on becoming a Caesar, Ikona. But we all works for it. A blessing? I never thought of it that way. I suppose I just hated not having a choice, but maybe you're right. Like I said. Oh, wait, we had contact with him. There's a glimpse of him. Very faint, but a glimpse of him. Oh, she's not fucking poison. The matron is merciful. The elder Caesar has fallen conscious, but is otherwise unharmed. The blasphemer must not have touched her, for I do not see the telltale mark of a poison. Still, I'm no healer, and she should be looked after by those who are. I shall carry her back to Gordania. We must leave her again for her returns. Wait me at the elder's nest. Let's fucking call that. Sorry, I gotta respond to this. So, okay, because we're in the next story arc right now, ellipsis right now, because we're in the past before everything went to hell in Amarok. If they ever take it forward and saying, hey, we have time travel abilities, which I kind of doubt because Illuminus kind of sacrificing his energies to fucking send us back in time. I don't know, maybe he's saying something, but probably he's probably way ahead of me right now. But I'm saying implications, and we do have the power to go back in time and such. That'd be fucked up. We can go back like 1.0 era for some reason, or we actually go back to the time before the Void got fucking made. But the thing is, there's implications of that because I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure what's next. Just that our timeline ellipses did indeed affect history, and so that sure events played out as they were supposed to. Yeah, because Elizabeth fucking said it. He's like, wait, you were there, but you're not there. Allow me to thank you for getting your assistance. The Elder Caesar has been delivered in Kara Elsema, and the grace of the elements she'll make it for recovery. In
fact, she has already regained consciousness, but is not yet allowed to receive visitors. We can but wait for now. God damn it, I was useless. I could do nothing while the Elder Seers faced Gwenpure alone. I was to be her shield, that I stand before while she lies dead as proof of my failure. You truly are the hero who the bard's saying, aren't you? I am a bard! You have suffered terrible trials, yet you still stand tall and resolute. Thank you for your counsel. How close I am forgetting the lessons of my past. Oh boy, I've spoken a few. Truth be told, it brings me to shame to recall it. What do you do? I fought at Carton not as a soldier of the Orisian Alliance, but as a construct of the Guardian Imperial Army. Oh. Clad in armor and magitech, another drop in a sea of pitless metal. You grow numb to the violence and killing out of necessity. It becomes routine, work to earn your next meal. But then in the moon shatter and the dragon emerged, and when the dust has settled, I was another bard clinging to life among the fallen. I remember staring at the burning sun above, growing weaker, wondering if the heat or Orisian's blade would finish the job. But it wasn't death that came, but salvation. I was delivered from my well-earned fate by the Elder Caesar. She designed to save a man who once bare steel against her people. Her kindness didn't end there. Once my wounds have healed, she welcomed me with open arms. I'm surprised if I do think you're a Garlean construct. You could be a fucking spy this whole time. Never did she regard me with distrust, nor did she ever make me feel obliged to repay my debt. She's really kind. She fought not to take life, but to safeguard it. Through our friendship, I came to see the wisdom on that distinction, and pledged my remaining years to her service. Good man. To be accomplished nothing to throw myself against the Empire in vain, even if it was profit to be found in sacrifice. She would not abide it. Your words serve to remind me of this. We will defeat this blasphemy. I will do so without forsaking what we hold dear. This I swear. Two more quests. No, I have three. I got 88, 89, 90. Jesus Christ, so much. Pack proven. Calendar, the other six has grown strong enough to receive visitors. Come, we must go still go fan at once. Okay, why couldn't you just call it the Lotus Stand area? Just say it. Oh, we're going to the Contract Guild. Come on. Such devastation. Cleaned up my inventory recently. Other too, it fills my heart with joy to see you're in better health. I'm glad about your presence as well, my friend. And at least you wonder, know that the Contractors found no trace of poison in my humors. If you are right, I would assume our search for Gimpure. They may be up to the task, but you are not. 'Tis one thing to engage in conversation, quite another to go gallivanting in Tweleswood on blasphemy. I'm aware of your conjurer of surpassing skill, and will not presume to gainsay your judgment, but have my wounds not healed? They're visible to the naked eye, perhaps. I worry that strain on your communion with the Great One has taken a toll on you in ways we may struggle to perceive. The Great One is for being the purest either, and you're exposed to his unbridled despair. It's raw terror. There might be consequences. I'm aware of that, but Gimpure must be stopped until the blasphemy is laid low. People will continue to die. How am I to carry out my duties cluster here? How am I to deliver the forest and its people from this despair? It is your duties that demand you remain. I understand your frustration, but if you were to fall in battle, if you're going late, you bear were to fade, then all Gordania would be lost. Rest, Econ. Rest and gather your strength so that when the time comes, you're fit to do what must be done. In the meantime, trust in your allies. Yeah, alright. That said, I have no reason I cannot join in planning our next step. As we said before, conversation is quite unlike gambling about a hunt. I'm gonna give our head pat. Our Counter Gemper has made it plain that we cannot hope to triumph over us. We were only with the Great One's power can we achieve victory. When the 7th Umbral Crown was knighted, the Great One committed a portion of his boundless strength to extend a barrier over the heaven and earth, the Emerald Hedge. Thus was the 12 was spared the worst. If we're convinced again to let us even a small measure of that power, we will not need fear to poison. Therefore, I believe we should pour our efforts in planting the elementals, so we may earn their favor. No.
That's a white mage thing.
Oh, of course, you're the herder of Otoa's will. Rayo and Anran praise the wisdom and bravery displayed that day.
Again, it's good when you have other jobs associating this. Even though this is a tank role, if you have a white mage in this helps. So if me finishing all my classes or jobs, it's actually playing a big fucking role right now. God damn, this expansion is amazing.
Indeed, we're very nearly overrun by the creatures the Great One called to its defense. But this time it's different. The Great One quakes in such fear that it can't even bear or behold its enemy, let alone fight it. And so we must find a way to dispel its fears that binds it and reassure us together we can fight Gampure. Only then it will hearken to our words. I too that must be granted understanding what drives Gampure. It seems to bear resentment towards the elementals, the Great One in particular. Why? I pondered this question myself. Later members of the person Gampure wants may be responsible. Reports for Owl's hand suggest this is likely the cause effect. If we could ascertain the original identity of the blasphemy, then we're begin our investigation.
Please, Galleon, fucking say it!
Okay. You were granted a vision of Gampure's past, and I was there? Then I might know who he is, or was. As do I, the boy who trained along Kasano in her youth. It was so Senpai?
Senpai?
After all these years, what has become of him? Ah, you mentioned him briefly before. Very close.
Okay, so he was a Paja. So, him being succumbed to despair, and not to mention he's a very powerful being to begin with because he's a Paja. Wow, we're fighting someone who's a little bit more powerful than your normal blasphemy. Except, why does he have the creeping death, though? What is that? I know it causes fear and despair on everybody, but why is it tuned to him of that particular reason? As I mentioned briefly before, were you close? Was Paja like me, but he never known his parents and devoted himself wholly to his studies. Okay. He embraced the role the forest had bestowed upon him, and truth be told, was a better student than I ever was. A fair assessment, despite your esteemed heritage, you never took to my lessons as well as he, ever dreaming on the outside world. Stealing off in the woods more times than I count, I could not keep watch over you at all hours, not even if I tried. There's a rebellious spirit. I can scarce imagine it.
I resent being a Paja. It was inconceivable to me that I could live among others. I did not scruple to express my misgivings to Isama at opportunity. Yasura was a pillar of constant support. It was thanks to his encouragement that I was last embraced my destiny and resolved to use my gifts for the greater good. We would become sea-seers together, I believe, until one fateful day when we were gathering herbs in the forest at Isamu's behest. We met a wanderer hailing from a distant land who told us to believe he was with child, and that he traveled to Gardana to beseech the Great One for a painless birth. He asked us to guide him to the guardian tree. Well, that doesn't sound suspicious. However, entering into such sacred places was not ours to permit, and there was something odd about this demeanor besides. I regret I refused him, but his son was loath to turn away a goodly stranger in need. He agreed to guide him to man, in spite of my protestations. I ran to Isama as fast as I could, but together we made haste to the guardian tree. We found the man motionless on the ground, having succumbed to the Great One's rage, and next to him was Isama, alive but unconscious. In time to recover and relate the whole story. In truth, the man has been an adventurer, seeking a wealth and glory, as he had knelt to make false supplications. He lunged forward to tear a branch from the guardian tree. You don't fucking do that, dude. He was yet a child, and also was no inkling of the darkness that could dwell in men's hearts. He learned the lesson that day, but the price he paid was great indeed. The Great One stripped his horns. I didn't think that's fucking possible! Huh! I didn't know the fucking MSLs could, or even the Great One actually can strip his Paji powers. Wow, that's kind of fucked up. The Great One stripped his horns and with them the right to call himself Sapaja. I was forced to expel him from the fan. Wow. I never saw him again, nor heard what has become of him, though not for lack of trying. Despite his hardships, he didn't remain in the 12s all this time. I wonder. He dreamed of all else but becoming a sea-seer, and in life of service to the people of the forest. He knew the weight of the responsibility and was eager to bear. Okay, so that indicates the whole Pasha thing, because that would suck if he was part and he gets succumbed as a blasphemy. It's like, ooh, we got a fucking tight fight here. But he was deprived of that purpose by the very elementals he loved, and yet he did not lose that will to serve, I suspect, and instead resolved to watch over his post in his own way. But why with the creeping death, though? I sure think about could have hastened his transformation in the Gunpure, as his life was not harsh enough. In our final conversation, Elisora has advised me that he will search for a means to calm the Great One's rage and her absolution. To that end, he said that he will seek the counsel of the Mughals. They have called the 12s home for far longer than we have, and so none are more like to have knowledge of its hidden workings. That comes as no surprise. He would not have that given up so he at least leads on his dream. Even the Mughals now saw us Isana. They may be able to help us in other ways. Will you travel the Bramble Branch in the Mystique Galleon? I have faith that I will accept you with their characteristic of bloom. Kupo. So, pretty much the student is having his revenge against his master. I shall remain with the Sea-Seer, though I would gladly join in a battle against all manners of fearsome foes. I'm thinking myself ill-equipped to contend with Mughal mischievousness. I know your story of veteran of such mighty struggles. Oh, just like that. Okay. Okay, I'll branch. This is getting interesting. I like these role quests. They actually give you a good story about. So it's gonna make me think. We're gonna learn each leader's history, like what they did when they were young. So far, we have fucking kind of little childhood past. I wonder what about Merle. Oh god, I can't wait to see hers. Whisker Wall Cootie Coop. I'm sure you can see that on an arm. Well, if it's all that same to you, we don't want any. Move along, Kupo. Quite peculiar face you have, Kupo. Familiar, too. You wouldn't be the self-esteemed warrior who gave the legendary Moogle scar what for, would you? Kellion, was it? It's been a long time, dude. Haha, it's an honor to meet you. Allow me to thank you personally for bringing that silliness to an end. Pokemon Pika is the name. What brings you back to our neck of our 12wood? So, I got a question here. Why? What a pleasant coincidence. We were just discussing how we ought to go to common elementals, Kupo. That blasphemy with the dreadful horns has got them on edge, and for good reason. We had to ask my personal guard here to sleep with one eye open. Kupo. In case you haven't noticed, the bee's corruption has been spreading all throughout the woods. Needless to say, we got to stand up and put the 12 woods to rights. Rayo suggested the Moogles contribute by scouring the forest for even the smallest signs of tanning. Got to cleanse it before it gets out of hand, you know. Difficult and time-consuming work, but it's the service of the forest, and we do it gladly, Kupo. Hey, I know you. You're the adventurer who gave me some of my finest scars. Hippity Coop out of the Moogle's Mard. No hard feelings about the whole Hail to the King Koopa bit, I hope. You know, I got a fucking trial on my Wondrous Tales, so don't make me whoop your ass. Nothing to call for a rematch either. You better not. In case you worry about that, Rayo and others cured us of our tempering. Oh! So they were officially tempered. I thought they just like, hey, we're in shit's creek, we're gonna summon our god. Because they didn't really show they were tempered. They were just in fear. Huh. And afterwards, sat us down for a stern lecture. No more calling upon Good King Moogle the 12th for us. May remain on summon in his royal grace and splendor. They still continue that. Oh, may his restful soul live. Indeed, what better way to make up for a past indiscretions than to serve the realm? Even now, our can scour every limb of 12's wood, and we'll be amiss not to do our part. We'll be overjoyed to have a hero such as you as helping us well. If you're willing, something tells me you have a sharp eye for the taint we seek to cleanse. Can we count on you? Kupo. Kupo. Reputation is magnanimity as well deserved. Let's begin by moving to the higher ground, that we may survey the area located in particular nasty spots of blight. Kupo. I fucking hate my phone. I like this. This is nice. What? What? Okay. Where's my man? Well. Okay, I don't know. I'm too old. I don't understand it. Oh, you're able to make your way up here after all. I was worried you'd be stuck. Apologies for leaving you behind, but it's easy to forget that your kind lacks wings, Kupo. Now then, where was it? Where is it? That's my freaking nine-tailed. There, in the south. Let's close that fish drink thing at once. Kupo. The grass here is it's so brittle, Kupo. Restoring this area will surely put pep in the great one step. If I have feet, that is. Kupo. No, you're pretty much my backup fucking damage dealer. Whoa! Oh yeah, we're doing the quieting. Still having this lag. was some fine work, Kupo. I just say it's in better shape than I was before. Others are doubtless flaring about stamping out corruption, whether its rear is hideous head. If I were the Great One, I would be appalling our efforts. Well, insofar as such a being without hands can clap, I suppose. How goes the tank cleansing, Coop? I did what I could, but I swear, as soon as I finished one area, two more started manifesting a fresh taint. Forest's ability to heal itself is waning, and its sickness is spreading too fast, even a legion of Moogles to manage. If we don't come away with a better solution soon, the situation is more grave than we imagined, Kubo. Oh, what to do? What do we do? We should maintain our efforts to purify the forest regardless, but since there is only so many of us, we must help the forest to remember how to help itself. A brilliant idea, I think. How do we go about doing that? Well, I was getting to that part, Kupo. I got it. We perform the friendling. The friendling? Well, the good name of Goo Kegel Mogul the 12th may be shower us with love and compassion and Koopa nuts. Is it? Still go with that joke. Truth be told, I couldn't remember the ancient right's name, so I just made up something up on the spot, Kupo. But let's forget about that for now and move on to the stuff I do remember. The old samurai first performed when the nation of Gridania was but a spark of idea of a random thought of its founders' heads. They knew that if they were to establish a home within the Twelveswood, they would first have to entreat the elementals for permission. So a mage in our company found and cleansed a few sources of foul ether, planting saplings in their place, and consecrated the soil with prayer to show the forest's purity of their intentions. The elementals were so taken by this display that not only they permit us people to settle with the forest, they also bestow upon them their blessing as proof of their new economy in Kopo. I remember now, the Guardians are still honoring the agreement to this day. For every tree that is cut down, a sapling is planted. So if you follow history's example, we can soothe the forest pain and also nourish it with new life. That's right, Kupo. Oh, I wasn't finished with my story. Remember the mage who planted those sacred saplings? He was honored in Jordan, Ayoko Pota, the first very first Paja. From that day forward, the elementals would bless a few heroes with horns, favoring them with their fellowship. The Paja were exalted by all the peoples of the Twelveswood, even when we Moogles look upon them with awe. And that's how it all began. So the first Paja. Something wrong, Pogopo? Yeah, a strange look on her face. I don't know how I go about that. I'm just gonna go with this one. How dreadful, Kupo, but what exactly are you saying? So the man you think had become a gunpowder was a Paja, strip of his blessing, and the blasphemy kills with poison that manifests symptoms that resembles the creeping death. I feel sorry for this Isuro. To love the Edmonds only to be shunned by them, to be surrounded by beauty of the Twelveswood and know that he is forever an outsider, all for a child's mistake. That despair could easily have caused him to turn, and this poison that preys upon those who bear the Twelveswood blessing, the hearers, just like the creeping death once did, might be another manifestation of that despair. To explain the elementals our needs, Kupo, we must redouble our efforts to plant saplings, or they may not restrict us again. Indeed, first things first, we must gather as many saplings as we can. Gathering plants for us at others must make ready for a long and back-breaking day. Great. Lord of the Fetch, folks! Lord of the fucking Fetch.
And train's up, and I can't join it because I don't have Leverly up. Actually, I don't even fucking have Lisa's up. And whatever this one's gonna be. Excuse me. Welcome back, guys. Did the Muggles have insights to our problems? Yeah, we got an idea. And we're not committed to the ceremony which laid the foundations of Canada, a fading planet, even given gravity is the threat our nation now faces. As ever, there is much work to be done before we even begin. While the Muggles gather saplings, we should continue to scour the swells woods for new beasts that might be purged. Let's pray that the other Seaseer regains their strength quickly as well. For now, take my rest, friend. It is rare indulgence these days, and once you earn it 1,000 times over. Wow, that's a lot of fun. Thanks for for that. Coconut cod chowder. Oh. Okay. I gotta go check my turkey. I think I'm turkey. Oh, I know it's a little twitchy today. So. Whew. Ah, yeah. Itchy. Itchy. Keep her at 20 minute surfaces and look out for problems in the distance. Gib here has not been seen since our last encounter. This brief respite might be our best chance to quell the Great One's terror. Huh. Thank you for the saplings, Kupo. We have plenty of practice cultivating our gardens, so selecting the most robust ones was a simple matter. That was the hardest work, so you can help us with the easy part. If you see a spot of corruption, cleanse the taint and plant the sapling in its place, Kupo. Do it enough times, and the Great One is sure to understand what we're doing. All we can do is to heal the forest. What's not to brighten his mood. We'll see to the Easter Owl. You should have no trouble in taking care of the rest, Kupo. Efforts are much appreciated. We will begin without further delay. Especially when I object to my company, there's that healing the forest is one task for which I'm more qualified than most. Dr. Caesar, are you well enough to leave the city? I should like to think I have been for some time. In any event, Isama has finally grown tired of my objections since he just attempts to detain me further. Let me the one that consecrate these saplings. It would be an honor to offer the words of thanks to the forest for its bounty. Please do, Kupo. The others here herself will surely hasten their growth from a tiny sapling to a towering tree. Such is my hope. As Jordan did before me, I shall approach the Great One in friendship. I might see through the veil of fear that blinds it and remember our covenant. Oh, yeah. Let us begin by cleansing all traces of corruption in the central shroud. The green tear, a sense of flow of ether has become warped there. Rest up, Kupo. Not even my keen eyes could spot corruption from such a distance. Oh, she's the Seaseer for a reason. It is but one of my tiny talents out with the elements. Well then, shall we on our way? Oh! Humping my freaking body here.
After that, I guess we'll fight Gimp here next. Yeah, I'm making turkey dinner tonight because I have turkey in the refrigerator. It's been since, well, taken it out of the freezer since Thursday, and I kept it in the fridge for the past few days. So yeah, kind of a thing. Come on. In gratitude about those blessings do I offer this gift. May it nourish you as it nourishes us. At last, the earth is cleansed. The settlement is not far from here. We should tell them of this assembly, be able to watch over and keep it safe from harm. Of course, Elder sees here. Shall relay your words forthwith. It will give the people hope that know they are Canadian the restoration of the Twellswood. Thank you. Now we must go. Our people need us. To Silent Arbor, there is something foul and pays the flow either. Let's hurry. I was gonna say. Look, the flowers have wilted and died. I try to think what the forest would look like if there's allowed to spread. Pray to see the corruption and intended and bless the sapling. Come on. Ugh, it's aggravating. I can't use my abilities. It's like it's saying I'm not in place, but I am in place. Server's not syncing up. The injury has begun to heal, and our next station lies to the north. Near Hurstmill, I believe. It's faint, but we are far from the source. Nevertheless, I'm certain it's there. Come. That's an area we haven't been there for a long time. I was doing my Relic Reborn stuff. Jesus, where all this money I got? I used to have 79,000 freaking gil, and then all of a sudden I'm up to 300,000. So all these quests have to get me money. Close to the hamlet is nowhere safe. Where must people seek shelter from this corruption? To this fortune of the corruption here is faint. A simple prayer shall suffice to cleanse the soil. After which we may plant the sapling. Oh, this is a simple task for her. It says no other disruptions in etheric flow, which leads me to believe that the Mughals have already seen to the remainder. Indeed, the 12 would sighs with a contentment I had not felt in a long while. But it will serve a place in the Great One, I cannot say, not until we visit the guardian tree. Excuse me, but you're the elder here, aren't you? What brings you all the way to our village? Corruption has upset the balance of ether, but that we have since cleansed with prayer and saplings, thus the 12 would reclaim a measure of peace. You've been planting trees? We have. The elementals have suffered much of late, and with these offerings we endeavor to raise their spirits. Elder Caesar, I got to protest. Why of your people's spirits? We who dread every step will take out of doors. What? That terrible monster is still out there, preying upon innocent folk without rhyme or reason. And if it doesn't strike us dead where we stand, its poison will finish the job. I know that you're afraid that you and yours still suffer. However, it's under auspices of the elementals that we may call the 12 home, and they too cry out for it, deliverance. Even the great ones quake with fear for the blasphemy's continuing existence. To ignore their play is to invite greater tragedy for us all, rest assured. However, that I have not forgotten the needs of the people. We bring comfort to the elementals and renew our sacred ties that we might enlist the aid of the Great One in combating Gumpure and the suffocating despair it spreads. And so I pray you continue to put your faith in our guardians and in me. What would that we could, Elder Caesar, but we've been dealing with death and sickness since before Gumpure's coming. That's They said that creeping death's nothing to fear these days, but we know better. One of ours caught it not long ago. We gave her the cure, had plenty on hand, and for a while we thought it would be all right, but by the time we realized it hadn't done a damn thing, it was too late to call for a conjurer. It was a sad day for us when she passed, but for no more than so than her poor husband, Suppin. He was beside himself with grief, and who could blame him? And then came Gunther to compound her woes. Suppin, can that be? Do you speak of sort of Suppin? Sir, wait. So you had a wife. It was the creeping death, but it was not the creeping death. I don't know. Sir, no. Suppin was an odd one, but no one mistake him for a padre. Suppin wasn't even his real name. That would be Elingia, but his wife was fond of calling him Suppin for some reason. And he caught on with the rest of us. What's going on here? I see him. What did Elingia look like? Well, I say he's no more than 30 summers, kept to himself, came and went with nary a word at times, though after he met his beloved, he came more a fixture, friendly even. His wife was a sickly lass, but she had spare, but spare's not enough to beat the creeping death. Pity he could not do anything for her. Something doesn't add up here. He had finally made a new life for himself here. Thank you for recounting Andrew's story. Sad though it was helped me to better understand how much you all suffered. I promise that you have cause to celebrate soon. Until then, I implore you once again to place your faith in the elementals and me. Together we shall overcome this crisis. So, I don't know, it seems like there's more to this. Despite what he said, I'm certain that Edra was Suppin. To think that he was living so close by for all these years, searching for a new purpose and to find true love. I wanted to rob of that fulfillment too. For he's still a padre and power by the elementals could have saved her. Could he have saved her? He would have dwelt on the question, night after a sleepless night. I know I would have. Maybe in the end he came to blame the elementals for his helplessness, for her death and despair was consumed. Animosity would linger, endure, and vengeance would appear to find its final purpose. We have done all we can to show the Great One of the period of our intent. Let us hope that we can be accepted as friends. I don't know. He just left his life as a secretive thing. We still gotta have to fight him, though. Obviously. It's gonna come down to that. And we have no choice in the matter. Suffering was on his constant command, and may still, for his sake and ours, we must let her in peace. Our supplications cannot escape the Great One's notice. May it be enough to receive audience. O Great One, may I abide every breath your rose, embraced by your compassion, grace, and wisdom. Be still the fear within your heart, and know that I'm your faithful servant. Well, she's not struck down in her mental. Oh, this is a good thing. All feeling, passing corruption, refresh, renewed green, flesh restored. Child of child, covenant honored, friend, friendship, peace. It worked. The Great One speaks through the Elder Seas here. We're right to follow the Jordan's example. Profanity spawned, despair orphans, sadness and anger, sadness, death's prayer, ones and all. Poison pointed, wounds unmending, weathering bark, no strength to share. After all we've done, you deny us? After all the Caesar has endured, she has pledged herself to you, devoted her life to the Twelveswood. The people cry out for salvation, and she answered. The elemental cry out for deliverance, and she answered. Only you can help us now. If you do not, then we are lost. She is lost. Please, I beg you. We beg you? It's all the people that are with us. What are you doing here? We've been depending on the Caesar all our lives, blaming them whenever something goes wrong, without ever considering what we might do ourselves. But no longer. The elder Caesar has gone to incredible lengths for her people, so her people have come to return the favor. If her plea alone is not convincing enough, then we raise our voices in support. We cannot let them make the journey without protection. That, and we couldn't let them put us to shame. We too came to a stand with the elder Caesar and beseech the Great One for aid. I don't sound like my turkey popped. We all want the same thing, don't we? Peace restored to force, so please, share what you can, however little. Do not forsake us, do not forsake her. Kenny, Coma's child, walks with man, with elemental, keeper ancient faith, unbroken. Cannot, will not, break faith. To man, render up the flesh. Then he agreed to help us. Flesh branches, take and join to oldest elders, renown bound as one stir. Raise up to heaven's coming symbol, our staff, all join, all bloom, all peace. My duty weighs heavily on my heart, so heavy that at times I scarcely remember to breathe. For days and nights I've worried that I may be found wanting. But by your faith and trust has path forward have been revealed to us. You have come hither, united in purpose, and bared your hearts before the Great One. Nay, Gradania is forever your debt. Oh, sprouting. And there's our preventive cure. May I rely on you all once more? I bid you take the branches to every corner of the talisman and join them to the eldest trees, that might finally win free of this despair. That shall be done, Elder. Stays here. And we spare. Once the trees have been bound together in spirit, I shall carry out the Great One's final instruction and cast its cleansing power all across the 12's wood. Yet I must remind you, my friends, that Gepir still stalks the forest. It will not remain idle. It will attempt to stop us. Go with hope in your hearts. Do not lose sight of the danger. I can't tell if it's going to protect us against the poison, or it's going to be a mechanic like hits you one with special attacks, they're done for. I meant for a moment I thought it wouldn't work, but the elder chiefs to remove only the hearts of people but the force itself. Front task appears to be a bit more complicated than the Great One made it sound, so she must scour the ancient test before the time comes, and consult with the elder Seer Council to make sure it all goes according to plan. It's just as well, we still need to wait until the elders have joined the Great One's branches to the many ancient trees scattered throughout the 12's wood. Then, of course, there is matter of Gempure. He will not go peacefully as we work to hasten his demise. When he comes, we must be ready.
Okay, I gotta go check my car keys, because I think I heard that number pop. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh yeah, that definitely popped.
Fuck me.
Okay. I gotta make my baked potatoes.
Sorry for the delay. I was expecting, oh shit. Wasn't expecting the baked potato to be a little bit longer than I wanted to be. Because I'm using an air fryer. Then it was on a 30-minute timer. But when I know now, I actually would have probably would got a little sooner.
Oh wow, they got some material in this one. Shit. Only level 9 though. Why? Whatever.
Impeccable timing as always, Galleon. But moments ago, the Elder Caesar sent word to go fetch you. She's already on her way and will explain everything herself when she arrives. The children of the Toilswood, both mogul and man alike, have sadly forest branches in hand to the far reaches of the forest. Soon their task shall be completed. Though the shadow of death yet looms large, they did not allow despair into their hearts. They hold fast in their faith in a brighter future. That's good. We shall see their hope rewarded by the grace of the elementals, consign these grim days to memory. We only need to succeed in summoning the Emerald Hedge. Okay. You may recall that the Great One's words were Muddle and Cedric. I believe it was an instruction to carry out this historic ceremony to order that the sponge of corruption be found in the forest, that once tainted earth may begin to mend. For you see, when the Emerald Hedge last was formed, it was protect the Twellswood from threats without. The Great One acted as a guardian, embracing the woods to shield him as a father would his child. On this occasion, however, we'll call it upon nourish and vitalize as a mother nurses a child to make them strong against sickness. In channeling the power of the elementals this way, we can stir the spread against their poison, and the scars of its passing will finally heal. So we're going to get protected by it. At least that's what the Great One has tended to say, I believe. That's not really sure anything. At least the Caesar Council agrees with my interpretation and permit me to perform the ceremony. Okay. I have my possession a single branch, the final one to be attached to the Elder's tree of the Twellswood. For all that you have done for us to aid us thus far, I ask you to accept this honor. Thanks. Who better to set the final stone in this new foundation for everlasting peace? You have sacrificed so much for the sake of others. If we have ever a sliver of your courage, we will move mountains. Thank you, my friend. We'll find a tree which I spoke in front of the Leather Workers Guild. That's the part. It's the final one. We're going to town, folks. Oh wow, I got Poppy and Ray Residius. That's cool. That's the closest we're gonna get to? Whatever. Spare it up. Holy shit. Another gauge up. Damn! Oh, she's really good. It's her TM wise. Okay, I'm cool with that. Sorry, I'm working on. So, from here, the Great One's blessing will spread through every corner of Granada, and send no amount of weakness and peace to scurry back into the shadows. Hope so. Look to the bows above, and you'll see a spot where the bark has been discolored by age and the elements. You must fix that bridge. You send the ancient trunk and fix the branch of the guardian tree to the wither bar, as directed by this LCC here. Oh, just crack that. You're quite the clever, and with that, all preparations are now complete. Let's return the guardian tree and, with the aid of the Great One, deliver salvation to the whole that Spellswood. This is where our final battle encroaches. Up, up there. I don't like there's a 73. Oh yeah, there's our solo. Our journey is near his end. I shall be glad to go to bed again without a Gimper to haunt my dreams. If it is truly Isara's lingering resentment for the elementals that drives the blasphemy, then it will surely come. For the sake of the man he was, I must try to appeal to his reason. But should I fail, then we have no recourse but to fight. Regardless, this day we shall bid farewell to Gunpowder. I am a little 50-50. I am fucked. I'm still 530. Though the branches of the guardian tree, the 12 swords began as one. And so in the armor edge, every element of these sacred lands will view the Great One's nourishing ether. The force will be empowered to heal itself, to break free of Gunpowder's despair. The ceremony is complex and delicate. I must remain focused. I trust you will do what's necessary to see that I'm not interrupted. Great! There it comes. Gunpowder comes. Defend the Elder Seas here. There he is. Blasphemy. Galimpier. All that amounts is deserving of your scorn. Do you hate me too for my horns? I knew a boy once, a boy who called them gifts, symbols of the blessings he resolved to share with the world. Yet the beast before me now brings naught but misery and death. Mark its victims with chains to bind up and condemn, to share it in suffering. I was not there for you then, and I'm here for you now, to make what you have become. I shall begin the ceremony. Stand fast, remember what we fight for. There we go. Really? We're gonna go Final Fantasy X on this? She's fucking doing the summoning! God damn it, I'm lagging. I think it's too much better. I cannot move. Voice aggressive and causing imperative without able to move or execute actions. Oh.
Okay, that was interesting. Come on! Jesus Christ! This is not helping me. Oh, my ether wings. Come on! None of my actions are activating! God damn this lag! This connectivity issues. Oh, thank the gods. Come on! This is so annoying. Come on, activate. Swords for days. Servers almost couldn't keep their own bay. Tried. Wow, miasma. Oh god, that felt great! Oh, I can hear the layers of spirit. How's this poison taking it back already? There's almost cutting just a little longer. I'm more on the wrap. Thank the gods. We have failed. I would love to. If my ability freaking work. Oh god, this is so fucking annoying. Gotta be pitiful base. Let's see your continents and ignorance. Oh no! No!
By the grace of the elementals!
Stay alive, dude.
By the light of the crystals!
Sorry with the memory and the fear of Governor's poison. Good. Because I'm having a hard time as it is. This connectivity issues I'm having is not helping me. Swords for days! Swords for days!
I shall ease your hurts.
Oh shit, that's a multi-hit! Whew, that was bad. Come on, activate. Actually, this fight's not that bad. Just, my commands are not activating. Come on, Jesus Christ. You see, I'm clicking on it. Man, let's group together. Oh, we're doing a final burst. Even goes rush on fierce death. Ran into the misery while the bear still stands. Just gonna do suffering for all that area hills there. I'll see that you're giving peace.
Be gone with
I would love to do more damage.
you! Will be done!
It's getting more powerful, honestly. Finally, done. Jesus Christ. That wouldn't have been so hard if it wasn't for the freaking connectivity I'm having issue lately. It's been like this for the last month and it's gotten progressively worse. Though the sacred soul and azure skies have made your passion flow and swell to banish the darkness. Yep. Receding terror, blissful quiet. Blessing, covenant preserve, now and always, child of child. Honor and gratitude unending. For we as well, honor and gratitude unending. We could not have overcome the blessing without your aid.
In your everlasting grace, I pray you continue to guide we children of the forest in their boundless mercy. I pray we forgive their lost and forsaken who has succumbed to despair. To you, my dear Sura, I promise I shall never forget your words of wisdom. Ours is indeed a gift and a blessing, and duty to our people I will uphold. Until my final breath, I swear.
Well, that's not a Final Fantasy X reference here.
The other Caesar childhood friend suffered too much tragedy in his life. Oh, that, yeah, no doubt. But with his passing, he and the realm may once know peace, and he might finally begin to mourn the instance lost to his rage. Thank you, Galleon. The great cleansing could not have ceased without you. The blight has been purged, and the blasphemous beast which bore it laid low. The sacred wood that once held its breath in fear now breathes a long sigh of relief. I must return to Gridania and my regular duties at Caesar, but I should glad if you call upon me there, that is, if I am imposed upon you one final time. Thank you, I promise not to detain you at length. Let's meet again at Lotus Stand. Oh? Wonder what I get out of this, though. I don't see the score. Cool. Oh. The Great Ones either flows throughout the soils, but purging the last vestige like Gunpier's poison. The surviving wood are no longer in danger and have begun to recover at long last. We have much cause to rejoice, in this part because of you, my friend. On behalf of Gridania and myself, let me thank you yet again for your tireless efforts to bring Gunpir to heal. You went above and beyond Call of Duty for the sake of our people and their homeland. You are inspiring to behold, and not for the first time, I must say. Forgive me, Elder Caesar, but with this crisis behind us, it's just a new course of action. Oh, would that be? Rest. In all our time together, I have never seen you so hard pressed. Surely you are ready and could benefit from a brief respite. Appreciate your concern, my friend, but I will not. One day, perhaps, but not this day. But, Elder Caesar. Recent events have given me cause to reflect upon my past, upon lessons of which I thought I had taken to heart. When I did not understand the duty of which I had been entrusted, when these horns of mine were but chains binding me to destiny I did not choose. Thus it was Sura who taught me to appreciate the gift I have been given. Had he not been here to help me keep to the proper path, would my errant feet have taken me instead? He was perhaps the first, but he will be not the last. My brother and sister and countless other kind souls, through their words and their support, have also helped me continue to find a way forward, and then when I thought that was gone. It is by opening our hearts to one another and we, in turn, open our new paths, that we can see the greater opportunities and brighter futures. All who live in Gridania are deserving of these gifts, and so it must always be there for them, that together we journey safely through the darkest night. Not tempted to live wild and free like an adventure? Live long and free in the heart of the chaos! Don't desire a life for yourself outside of your duties. This sounds like it's gonna be a spin-off later. It's not without its appeal. I recall finally the few occasions I have traveled beyond, our time together in the turning mist left a lasting impression. If there is ever come a time when I need no longer serve as Elder Caesar, I should really like to accompany you on our adventure. Huh. Regardless of what the future has in store, my present course is clear. So long as we Padre serve as a bridge between me and Elemental, Gridania can weather a storm. So I'll continue to walk hand in hand with my people and my patrons, along the path that we discovered together. Huh. That was a hint of something. Though at the blasphemy is no more, there are still administrative matters to resolve. It's not too much to ask. Could you bring word to the recent events or delegate and rouse his hand? It's been an honor and pleasure, my friend. May the elemental watch and keep you. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Very interested in this. Welcome back. I pray you have brought glad tidings. The Emperor is slain? You brought joy to me on an otherwise uneventful day. Of course, I have complete faith in your success, but I have begun to worry ever so slightly when you did not return as quickly as I anticipated. I shall report your success to envoys at once. If I further need of you, I pray you answer our call. So, do I unlock my tank? Now you can buy level 90 gear for tank rolls. Level 90 drops gear will become available on completing the main scenario quest Endwalker. Interesting. Wait, why is my gauge still at 55? No way! They actually changed the gauge system now. Because every time you zone, you reset your gauge. Holy shit, they fucking changed that. It's been a fucking bane in my life. Oh, hello, money. Not a lot, but whatever. Sold all that stuff I was getting from the quest because I'm not gonna use that stuff. So I gotta finish Endwalker, then get the diable gear, I guess? I don't know. It's weird. If anyone want to make money, if you have a disciple of something, or something, easy money. Get the crafting stuff, like leatherworkers, alchemist stuff, because right now, this shit is going hot. How hot? Bam! That's how hot. This guy bought about probably 150,000. Oh, my food's ready. About 150,000 gil, at least. Gotta be at least. No. A lot more than that.
This guy is freaking loaded. So, yeah.
Of course, the new materials. So, there's my hint to you if you're trying to make money in this expansion. It's not going to be a lasting one, but it's a short-term one that needs to be addressed. So, employed, if you're trying to make money or some type of ends meet, there it is for now. You'll make lots of money real quick. So why is my botanist is not loading up? Why is my botanist at? 82. That's strange. Should have been freaking 82 already. Odd. So that's it. That was the tank rolls. Hour and a half worth, even though I did one quest beforehand. So that's that. I got baked potatoes to try on air fryer. See how that goes. So see you on the main